This is the card we're going to be doing today. Isn't it cute? I don't normally do Thanksgiving or Halloween cards. Thanksgiving, yes. Christmas, yes. But Halloween, it's not a normal thing for me. So I bought this wonderful stamp set that is cute. It's not scary. Didn't want anything scary. It's called Spooky Halloween. And I thought it was just adorable. So I have grandkids and I like to give them a card once a month. And so this is going to be their October, well, their Thanksgiving card. No, I just did their Thanksgiving card. This is going to be their Halloween card. I need to get things straight. So I used this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This. Maybe I just should say what I didn't use. I didn't use the cat, and I didn't use the Don't Worry, Eat Sweets. Only thing that I didn't use. And then I used the die here. I used the bat die. I used the house die. Isn't it cute? Like, this is such a cute set. I just love it. So I went, and I love, absolutely love this design. I thought it's perfect for a background. I can write over top of this and it doesn't bother, but it certainly adds a nice dimension to the card. So, yeah. It's a new fun fold that I haven't seen before. And I saw it and I thought, oh, that's kind of cute. I would like to do that on my Halloween card. So here we go. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. And then I just burnished it, fold the whole thing over, burnish, then fold this back and burnish. Easy peasy. Then I have these 2 pieces of designer series paper. I wanted something different, and this one goes in the middle. I just wanted color in the background, like the designer series paper. So I don't know what I just saw this fold and I thought, oh, that would be great. So I'm going to do that for Thanksgiving. I don't know what that person did. I can't remember. I just saw this fold and ran with it. You know, like a week or so later, I had copied it down, what I needed to do. And yeah, so what I am going to do, you can't see it that much on this card, but I stamped it like designer series paper, so it would be different from this, but it is very dark. So what this one isn't dark, so I am going to use all the different cool things. There, and put them on. And I'm using Smoky Slate and Basic Gray. And I'm only using the Basic Gray for this cute stamp that I told you that I liked. And you will see. So I am going to start out, it's easier if you do this. It's 5 1/4 by 4. Cut it 2. So if you leave it together, it would be so much easier to stamp. Those are upside down. And I just am going to get a piece of paper because yeah, I need the piece of paper to do a good job. Well, for you, protect your eyes. And this is for stamping purposes. It just stayed together, it'd be so much easier. And that's where it comes with not cutting it will make it easier for you. So I am just going to do this because then I don't have to change my paper all the time. Now I'm going to bring in I'm going to bring in the broom because it is harder to place this than the pumpkins. So how's everybody doing today? Put that aside. Now, this little one just fits in the small little places ever so easily. Okay, I think right there. So now, oh, there's there. So I am putting this away and I'm bringing out my basic gray. And I'm doing this one with these cool, okay, my ink is very juicy, so I have got to clean my stamp off and remember not to push hard on it, because as you can see, it's all over and it makes a blob with this stamp. Just keep that handy because I tend to push a little bit harder. And this is, yep, see, I did it again without even realizing. And they make blobs, and I don't like the blobs. Sometimes it's nice to have juicy stamps, ink pad, and other times it's not quite so nice. Actually, I wonder if this would work. If I keep screwing up, I wonder if isn't that cool? Whoa. There. Oh, I didn't do much along there. There. Isn't that cute? So I am going to clean that up, clean this up for a moment, and bring in yeah. Okay, so this is my inside. And this is going to go away. This is this. So I need this one. And I need the Happy Halloween. See, I did not press all the way down. Sorry, I got my head in the way. I didn't ink it. Well, it's a good thing there's two sides to every piece of cardstock. There. When you ink it up, this piercing mat does such a good job. Now I'm going to do the bats, and they're going to go up in the corner here, and then this is just going to go all over this insert. Not every section has to be covered, but I want all these dots all over the place. There. It will never look the same anytime. Like, you're not going to get this the same as my other one, just for the simple reason is you don't know where you've gone and how you've twisted it, because I tried to twist it. I hope that makes sense. So I am going to take that off, and now I'm going to do the, I forgot the envelope. I stamped there, and now I am okay, so what can I do to cover that up? Just like that. It's for my grandkids. They won't care. It slid out of my hand. That's why it went on there. But anyways, isn't that cute? So we will put this aside, and we will bring this in, and then we will carry on. So I want to make sure my hands are clean. So I just cleaned my hands, and I'm going to put this away. I was surprised at how dirty my hands were, so I'm glad I did that, because I am going, this is 1 3/4 inch punch, punch circle. This is an old way the Stampin' Up! Used to sell their punches, but it's 1 3/4 inches, as it says right there, 1 3/4 inches. I keep all my circles because circles are wonderful to be able to use for different things. So Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell the punches anymore, like some punches, but they're bigger. So I'm sure you've got a circle punch. Circle punches are so popular. So I am going to bring in my yellow. This does not need to be down just yet. And I'm just using my blending brushes, and this is crushed curry, because it's such a bold, it looks like lights in the house when I put the moon, well, the circle over top for the moon, and the light shining through the house. The house is so cute. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. So, just like that. And now this is going on. And I am taking the house. Okay. I have cut a piece for down here. First, yeah, like that. And I want this to be where this is going, so that I am going to go around this with orange, but I'm not going to go over top of the house with these circles, because I want the light, the yellow, to shine through. Does that make sense? I certainly hope so. And now I'm going to bring in my orange and my blending brush, and see if I can find my cleaning pad here to get rid of the yellow. And I always put it in a bag to keep it wet. And now I am just going to wipe that up with my inky rag. So I'm not making this really dark, but I want it dark enough that it shows the orange, that you can tell it's orange because it's over top of yellow. I need to re-ink this pad, and I forgot last night. Of course I did. I'm still canning and processing food, and yeah, it's just as soon as I finish doing my card and video, I'm upstairs to make supper, and I didn't make a video last night. Wasn't enough time. But anyways, do whatever I do down here, and then I'm upstairs, and then I start after supper, or even while I'm making supper, I start processing something to get it going and preserve it for the winter. So yeah, it's a busy time of the season for me. I love the summer. Absolutely love the summer. Fall turns into my busy season, and it's more of a challenging to do it, but I love getting the stuff on my shelves or preserved whichever way it needs to be. I moved it. I didn't want to tack it down, so yeah, I should have maybe. If you want to, you can tack it down like I did with the circle. I took a piece of Scotch tape, rolled it in 3 pieces so that it overlapped and became sticky on both sides, and then I stuck it behind. So yeah, that you can do that with your house too. I just thought I could do it without. I did my first one without, but I'm to the point that I'm lacking ink. This doesn't normally take this long because you have more ink in your ink pad. I just need to refill it. I haven't done that yet. I totally forgot when I came down here. Yeah. Sometimes it's like crazy. And I'm going over the black house a little bit, not much, but what I do go over, it's not going to show because it's black. So you can go, I'm not going over here, up here, because I don't need to, because that's my moon, and my moon underneath is going to be yellow. So I don't need to have the exact outline there. See, isn't that cool? Now I'm going to put this away. And get that out of the way. Keep it because I don't know if I'm going to be making any more of the houses, or Halloween. But I'm not going to get rid of this stamp set. I really like this stamp set because it has Happy Halloween in it. It has no tricks, all treats. It's got verse for the inside, or salutations. So like it covers a lot, and you can continue using this stamp set from year to year, and it will serve you well. Because like I say, I don't do Halloween cards usually. So now I am going to bring this in, and I am going to glue this. Now I am going to try to get this in the right spot because I do not want any of the yellow to show. And I think I did it. And then this is yeah, I will cut that after the fact. Just get this up in here and mark it. I thought I had it in the correct spot, but I don't. So I am just going to mark this and cut it out. There. I can cut this a little bit bigger. It is hard to see the pencil mark in this, in a certain light. You have to hold it up to the right light. There. Now, slip this up. Just like that. And that is perfect. And I will cut the bottom off once I get this on. There. So, there. Isn't that cute? Now I am going to bring in my little guy and my bats, my tweezers, there's a front and back, and you can see it when you look at it. These are so cute. Do not like bats, but these are cute. I have to use those after the fact, but I am going to get this on. So these dimensions are in my video, and I am going, this is tear and tape, And I'm just going to make sure that it's down and use this tool. It is amazing. I love this tool. Been wanting it ever since Stampin' Up! Came out with it. And every time I went to order, totally forgot about it. Well, this time I didn't forget. So I am so grateful because now I have it to help out. And yeah, it is amazing. So I am trying to get this. It's about 5/8 of an inch on both sides if I do it correctly. But it's just by, I'm not going to measure it. You can measure it if you want, but I'm not going to. And I'm putting it right at the edge of the cardstock so that these are exactly the same. And you have this, which I am going to make sure it's stuck down just by doing that, burnishing it. But it's very tough tape. It's very strong, I should say. Not tough, it's strong tape. It will hold whatever. The liquid glue is really good at holding things too, but for something like that, I kind of like it right at the edge. And with this, it's a challenge to get right at the edge for me. Maybe you can do it. I could have done it in my younger years, but now that I'm older, it is more of a challenge. And I have the tear and tape, so I might just as well use it. I have two actually. One that is almost done, and the other one is brand new, so I would like to get rid of the one. This is glue remover, or adhesive remover. Since my finger touched that, I got it all over, and yeah, crazy. Now this is going to come in, and it is going to go right over top of the designer series paper. And I want to make sure that it's totally underneath that and fits. It has to fit. When I put down this, it doesn't matter if the glue is to the edge, as long as it's there. But for this, because of what it's doing, it needs to be, the edge needs to be glued down, as far as I'm concerned. It will look better if there's no gap in here. Can you see that? There's no gap. There was no gap. Oh, trying to show you, and then it's moved. Oh, did I? No, it's still. There. Now, does it cover it? Good enough. because it will never be, there's just a slight smidge along here, but it's okay because it's not going to be seen from the front. So we are going to start with these, and yeah, did I do one? Yeah, Cheryl, you got it mixed up. There you go. And it goes like that because the pumpkins are going the right way. Just checking. I just want it to be cohesive and from the side, like it matches, because somebody might put it down like that and they can see that it matches. Just a little quirk of mine. OCD. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's just my craziness. So I am holding this with my tweezers again because tweezers work best for me. And it is going to go up here. Try to make it straight across. And it just depends where your thing lies. Okay, where's the no? I'll treat. Okay, I'm going to have to look for the no tricks. I found the tricks, just no. No is missing. I don't know what's wrong lately, but I've had such an itchy face around my eyes, and I always have itchy eyes, but that's par for the course. But my face is itchy lately. It's like, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I'm not doing enough moisturizer because it's cooler weather at night. In the summer, I don't need to put much moisturizer on, but in the winter, I have problems with my dry skin. So maybe it's time I added more to my regimen. Isn't this cute? I cut these all out because they fit better. And I didn't want a solid white behind, like a whole piece, and I needed to cut them down so they fit around this flap. So now I just have to find my no. and it's not in there. So I am just going to do my bow while I'm at it. This ribbon has retired. Sorry about that. The last time I used it, it was, or looked, it was still on the last chance list. And I didn't check before I started making this card and have it done. But I will show you, hopefully, a replacement for it before I'm finished. So this is coming in here. I'm going to glue that on. That's so cute. And because this is for boys, I'm not going to use embellishments, because anything I have that's dark or orange is not a color that I use a lot of, but it's cute for Halloween and fall, Thanksgiving. Love those kind of things. I just don't have a lot of it for the normal time of the year. But anyways, that's okay. Life happens. So I'm gonna look for the no. I didn't find it, so I made a new one, but that's okay. It's not that hard. And I am just going to put it on here. No tricks, all treats. And it fits in there, so that is perfect. Now we're going to be working on the dog. The dog's cute. So I am using my dark Crumb Cake, and I am just going to go over the ears because they're solid in this color. And then I'm going to go around. Now I don't want a huge amount of color. And I'm doing his hands in the darker, or his paws, I should say. It's a dog. So there's a little bit of color, but there's not a lot of color. And I'm going to do his eye. So he looks like a patchwork. Now, right here, we've got to do this area. And now I am going to take my color lifter and just blend it a bit. Not a lot, but just thin it out a bit. Now I am going to take my Pumpkin Pie Dark, and I am making sure I do the cuffs. sleeves. There we go. Oh, yeah, and this. Now I gotta take my pumpkin pie light and go over top of this. So what's the weather like at your place? Is it still hot? I love the heat. And so I'm going to be sad when it disappears. Are you sad if the heat goes away, or do you really like the cold weather? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of this card too. Do you do Halloween cards? Let me know if you make Halloween cards. Now I am going to kind of like a swirly. And then that was Daffodil Delight Dark. And this is there. This is Old Olive Light. I didn't want to do it in pinks and blues and purples and things like that. So that's why I went with the yellow and the green, which goes along with the color scheme. There's my tweezers. We have we have 4 grandchildren, but 2 sets of them. 2 from one daughter and 2 from another. So I need 2 cards. So these 2 are perfect. They each, now the 5-year-old, he's probably not gonna be that crazy over it, but he might be, you never know. And I'm getting my glue dots. Yeah, there's my tear and tape. Look, there's not much left. I want to use it all up. Because like I said, I've got another one. Just patiently waiting for it to be used. There we go. And this is going to go here. And then I am going to make that into a ball and put it down so that it doesn't wiggle. I can't put this one down, which I normally would, because then it wouldn't open up. Needs to open up. So this one has to be left flapping in the breeze. I think I'm going to put that side down. I can put this side down. Well, come on. Every time I push it, it disappears. It moves away. Well, that's not what I wanted. Okay, you stay down there. And then yeah, don't do that. There. Now it won't move on me. Oh, the fun of it all. My goodness. If you could like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. When you subscribe, you get notified when I put up another video, and you don't have to be left wondering when it's coming up. It just automatically will come up. So, once I get this on, bring in my card or envelope. So what do you think? Is this something that you would like, or don't you send Halloween cards? Like I said, this is the first Halloween card I've ever sent or will be sending. Don't usually do Halloween. It's not that big a thing here in Canada, but I know in the States you send a lot of Halloween cards down there. But in Canada, we just never have. So thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. Thanks. Bye now.